So here's a Fibonacci caliper. You move it in and out, and you can check the ratio of sides. This dimension right here is a ratio of 1 to 1 point. So the way I made this Fibonacci caliper is the ratio of this arm is 1.6 to 1 in this arm. But to get that accurate, I actually, on a CNC router, I'm able to get accurate to the thousandths of an inch. So I think it's 1.618 to 1.000. And I got it pretty well measured. So where you go with this is, if you want to design projects that have that golden ratio in them, and you have a set size you want of 1, then this sets the ratio. Then the length should be 1.6, and you'll incorporate.
Okay, here I am in Mastercam. Again, first thing I do is under machine type, I set Techno Servo router. I'm going to start drawing the calipers out. I'm going to start a few steps in here. First thing I did was create a rectangle from the origin up a 1/2 inch by a 1/2 inch, just so I don't start right on the origin. Then from the origin up, I created a rectangle that's 5/8 by 11 3/8. Then I offset this line only 0.4. And then I offset this line 5/8 and close it up. And then I'm going to draw 4 rectangles like that. So I'm going to create a line, close these endpoints up. And those are my 4 rectangles. I'm all done, and I hit clear colors. Let me put some dimensions on here. So let's create drafting dimension. I'm going to put horizontal dimension on there. So this is 11.375, and then create a drafting dimension that's vertical. Then this from here to here is 5/8. So that'll give you your dimensions there. Okay, let me pause. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is offset these lines a 1/4 inch. So go X form, offset. I'm going to select a 1/4 inch. And I want to offset this in. This is going to be where the holes are going to go for the bolts. And I think that's good. The next step I'm going to do is the distance between this line and the next bolt is 4 1/4. So again, X form, offset 4 1/4. So I got 4 space 1 1/4. I'm going to offset that line, that line, that line, and that line. Again, those dimensions are 4 1/4. And my next step is these 2 top ones are a lot shorter than the others. So I'm going to offset this line here 1/4 inch. And that's going to actually be the end of the short piece. And then the overall length of this top piece is 7 1/8. So I'm going to go X form, offset 7 space 1/8. I'm going to offset this to that side. And then from there, I'm going to trim, select that one there, that line off, that line off, that line off, that line off, and delete these lines here. And now I'm just going to draw a point in here and here where I did that. So I'm going to go X form, offset maybe 1.5 inches. I'm going to offset this line, that amount, that one. And then I'm going to create lines. So here's create lines from the center point there to there. Whoops, vertical's on. So create a line from there to there. These 3 of them are going to have the points on them. Then I'm going to clean up all these lines here, and I put some more dimensions in and come back. So this is kind of the end of my CAD drawing portion. I have my 4 pieces all here. I've put dimensions in. The width of the board is 5/8. The distance between the boards is 0.4. The offset of these lines is 0.25. The overall length from here to the tip is 7.125. This one's overall length is 4.75. This overall length is 11.375. I offset this line 1.5. So that's the end of the CAD. The next will be tool pathing.